Welcome back. I'm going to quickly go over the syllabus and how you earn your grade. If you've printed the syllabus off the Moodle site, you've had a chance to look through and see the expectations of the course, and I quickly want to go over just a bit more detail how you earn the grade. So, your grade is composed of two things. You have your portfolio, and you have your journal. Each 50% of your grade, each 500 points. Okay, so quickly talk about the journal. The journal, you have to do 29 entries because there are 29 days from day 1 of this course to the last day of the course, 29. And so 5 of those days, day 1, 8, 15, 22, and 29, are considered session days. And so whatever journal entries that we have during a PowerPoint or prompts within the actual text of the Moodle, all of those become entries for that particular session. So for session 1, you actually have 3 entries. And if you look at your journal outline, those 3 are there for you. Okay? Day 2, you have, I think it's 5 entries, but they're all listed on that journal sheet. In between, days 2 through 7, in this space right here, 2 through 7 entries are ones that you need to do on your own. Those entries can be a variety of things. Let's say you go in Starbucks, you overhear a conversation over here and something bizarre is said. You can take that as a sentence or a line or something they've said and go back and just kind of elaborate on it. Speculate. What might be the story? What could be the story? Make up your own story about that and have a character that says something like that in it. Or it could be reflections. I did this today with my daughter and she said this and it was really funny, and talk about how cute kids are that say, so it's kind of reflective of the whole moment, or if it touched your heart, something meaningful. Or you can take a quote from a book, a movie, some line that you really like, and elaborate on that. If you are stuck, then at the bottom of the journal outline are things called creative brain bursts. And there's a number of them there. Pick one of those and write to it. Some prompts give you more direction than others, but you can look through and take one of those. So you should have 24 entries in between the session days. These session days, I give you the journal entries. These other ones are yours. Okay? So hopefully that makes sense. You get 500 points for all of these. Now, I'm not going to be getting this all along, so you're going to have to keep track of it, make sure you're doing them. And you turn this in on the last night or the last session, and I will read and score them. Okay? That's the journal. Portfolio, on the other hand, goes like this. You have 4 pieces, written pieces that you're going to be working on. One is a creative nonfiction piece, one is a poem, one is a short story, and one is a script. Okay? Those 4. And when I say pieces, you do 3 drafts of this with some reflections and feedback in between. So for a more specific description of this, I want you to go to the portfolio outline that is a resource also on this Moodle site right now. And it actually lays it out for you in checklist format. So there's a little box, and then it tells you your first draft, and then it tells you your first reflections. And it actually goes through with little boxes for you to check off. You'll be starting on these on session 2. We'll actually be spending time talking about the 4 genres, the differences, similarities, and then you're going to take your stab at your first draft of those. You'll submit them to me for feedback, okay? And so it gives in detail what you're going to do when, from week 2 all the way to the end. But this portfolio is also worth 50% of your grade, so 500 points for this. Also do that last week, okay? Now I want to emphasize, the portfolio outline, this grade you earn here is not based on the quality of the final draft. Let me repeat that. The grade for your portfolio is not based on the quality of your final draft. It's based on the transparency of your reflection and your writing process. Are you walking me through in your reflections the specific decisions you made as a writer? Are you talking to me about how you incorporated the feedback from your wife or your husband or your friend? And how are you incorporating that and why you chose to make those decisions? Okay, so the portfolio really is all about writing process, and I want to see from start to finish, from a first draft, reflections, feedback, reflection, all that is what I'm looking for in your portfolio. The journal, there's no wrong entry for the journal, there's just lazy entries. These should be about page in length. Don't write me 3 sentences and think that's an adequate entry for that day. Okay, so I want thought to go in this, but there's no drafts of it. You don't have to rewrite them. It's just to get the creative juices flowing, especially so that you can jump in and spend your time on your portfolio. Okay, good luck.